Recently I dropped a video talking about 5 new manga series in Shonen Jump. If you want to check that video out after this one, it will be in a card in the top right. In the video I ranked Tenmaku Cinema number 1. I've been keeping up with the manga and I've noticed this manga has some issues. I did some research and other people have the same opinion as me. Japan does not think highly of this series, and the future is not looking bright. Let's talk about the downfall of Tenmaku Cinema. Let's do a quick rundown of Tenmaku Cinema and its strengths for the people who don't know the series. Hajime, he's the main character we follow. Growing up, he was bedridden. Being confined in the hospital room, he never got to experience the outside world. He lived his life through movies. That's why he loves them so much. It is his outlet, so it makes sense why he has such a high passion for it. Tenmaku, being a ghost of the series, he chooses Hajime as his host. Tenmaku seems really picky about it, so he clearly saw something in Hajime to make him the host. Hajime at first wanted nothing to do with Tenmaku, he wanted to focus on school and that's it. Tenmaku forces Hajime to do his own bidding by threatening him. Hajime gets scared and folds, so now the new goal is to make a movie. Tenmaku wants to see if Hajime is worthy enough to make the movie that he was filming before he died. In Hajime's school, there was a famous actor named Hinaki. Tenmaku sees her and is motivated to write a script about her. He takes over Hajime's body and gives Hinaki the script. To our surprise, Hinaki accepts playing the main character, showing us Tenmaku was a great director in his past life. If you guys can't tell by now, Tenmaku is the narrative tool in this story. Without him, the story would not exist. Hajime and his friends are in the process of making a movie. They run into some issues though. They can't let people know Hinaki is a part of the movie. Her agency would not allow her to do it. Also, Hajime doesn't have the courage to be a director. He doesn't think he's capable enough to do it. Now that I gave you guys a basic rundown of the series, now let's talk about what Tenmaku Cinema does right. Before we continue, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It takes 2 seconds and it's the best way to support the channel. Thank you so much for all the support. Back to the video. Tenmaku Cinema at first had a sense of mystery. We had to figure out who Tenmaku was in his past life and why he died. In the first couple of chapters, I could see similarities to Oshinoko. Hajime is a good main character. Seeing his knowledge and passion for movies is refreshing to me. As a Dr. Stone fan, I could see Chrome in Hajime. Hajime knows a lot about movies and his excitement is refreshing. Everything is not perfect with Hajime though. He has an internal battle throughout the series. The real reason he refuses to make the movie at first is because he has self-doubt in his abilities. I think he feels this way because of the way he grew up. Imagine spending most of your life in a hospital room, everybody's always worried about you, and people didn't see Hajime as a normal person growing up. So it makes sense if Hajime doubts his everyday abilities. Tenmaku is just as great as Hajime, a carefree spirit who is somewhat a role model for Hajime. Tenmaku gives Hajime the confidence he needs when it comes to being a director. The readers and Tenmaku gets to see Hajime come out of his shell. Tenmaku is also the main plot device of the story. He's the reason for Hajime making a movie and building a relationship with Hinaki. He also brings mystery to the story. We don't know why Tenmaku dies and what movie he was making before he died. I had a lot of positive things to say about this manga, so let's see why it's failing. One big problem with the manga is that there is no excitement or conflict. Slice of life series usually have other aspects picking up the lack of action, be it comedy, romance, ecchi, or interesting characters. Speaking of characters that are interesting, the characters in Tenmaku Cinema are flat. They rarely interact with each other outside of technical talk about the movie. We don't get to see the personalities of the side characters. We don't even get the bare minimum. We never see these characters interact. This makes it hard to care for the characters and also leaves us with nothing to entertain readers except the educational content about filmmaking. The story seems like there's no direction. There are no long-term goals beyond helping Tenmaku pass on, but since there's no timer on when he has to be gone, there's no urgency in the story. There's a lack of tension and stakes. The whole point of the story so far is a group of school students are making a short film. The only consequences in the situation is hiding Himeki so her agency doesn't find out. I could see why people are not connected to the story. Why should readers really care? The last problem I want to touch upon is the overall plot of the manga. While I was doing research, it seemed like people did not care about them making movies. Since Shonen Jump is meant for teenagers primarily, I could see why they wouldn't care. For example, Dr. Stone is mainly about science, but it has lively characters, Tsukasa being the antagonist and great mystery. On the surface, it seems like a goofy anime about science, but it has depth. Tenmaku Cinema, on the other hand, is a series about a topic that is not popular and the story has no depth. It's a recipe for disaster. Before the video ends, my friend Spring is going to take over. He does a channel talking about Boruto, Black Clover, and more Shonen Jump series. If you guys are interested, his link will be in the description down below. He'll be talking about how Tenmaku Cinema can improve.
Alrighty, let's get right into it. Tenmaku Cinema is a refreshing manga that centers around movies, a theme not commonly explored in this medium. Unlike typical manga, it doesn't heavily rely on a big antagonist or action-packed scenes, and it's not predominantly a love story, although there might be a subtle romantic element involving Hinaki as a love interest for Hajime. Instead, the manga thrives on its unique focus on the world of cinema. Similar to Food Wars, where the pro-cooking scene introduces unfamiliar terms, Tenmaku Cinema could achieve a similar effect by delving into the intricacies of the film industry. This allows readers to marvel at the creativity and effort put into the storytelling, even if they aren't experts in cinema themselves. There is a certain charm in witnessing greatness in a field we aren't well versed in. The Tenmaku Cinema could captivate readers in this way. Hajime as the protagonist could be portrayed as a cinematic badass, someone whose talent and passion for movies surpasses that of any other cinematic competitor. This would elevate the manga's exploration of filmmaking and enable readers to appreciate the artistry behind creating movies, much like Dr. Stone managed to make science fascinating despite being a subject many disliked in school. Tenmaku Cinema could similarly ignite interest in the world of cinema. By embracing the uniqueness of its movie-centric theme and presenting a charismatic and skilled protagonist like Hajime, Tenmaku Cinema has the potential to engage readers by focusing on the dedication, passion, and creativity of characters involved in the film industry. The manga would appeal to those who appreciate greatness found in unconventional places. To enhance the manga Tenmaku Cinema, exploring the death of Tenmaku could add depth and intrigue to the story. It could take a direction similar to the successful murder mystery manga like Oshinoko, where uncovering the truth behind Tenmaku's death becomes a central plotline. This would add suspense and keep readers engaged as they try to unravel the mystery alongside the characters. The manga could delve into Tenmaku's past, relationships, and contributions to the cinematic industry, shedding light on possible motives and suspects. This approach would add layers to the narrative, making it more than just a simple movie-focused story. It could also provide opportunities for character development as the protagonist Hajime embarks on a journey to solve the mystery. Another interesting twist could be that the killer is still alive and is a prominent figure within the cinematic industry. This revelation would create intense drama and tension, showcasing the dark side of the otherwise glamorous world of movies. While exploring a potential love story between Hajime and Hinaki is an option, leaning towards the cinematic murder mystery side could make the manga stand out and appeal to the broader audience. The murder mystery theme could also allow for a deeper exploration of the film industry and the lengths some might go to protect their secrets. In any case, it is unfortunate to see Tenmaku Cinema not performing as well as it deserves. It is evident that the manga holds great potential and has a captivating prominence. By enriching the plot with elements of mystery, suspense, and character development, Tenmaku Cinema could become even more compelling and a successful read.
I like Tenmaku Cinema and I really want it to succeed. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments of the series and what it should work on. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.